Jamie Tully here. Welcome back to my kitchen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a recipe for a rice pudding which is infused with some fresh rosemary, served with some oranges, some caramelized nuts, and it's absolutely beautiful. So stick with me guys and let's get into it. So let's go over the ingredients. So I have some fresh rosemary, some demerara sugar, some almond milk, some skin on almonds, some short grain rice or pudding rice, and some honey, and some fresh oranges. That is all you need guys, so let's get into it. First thing we'll do is pour our almond milk into a pan. Some fresh rosemary, so I'm just going to add this to the pan also with the almond milk. I'm going to bring this to a simmer. I'm going to switch it off and then cover it with cling film to allow the rosemary to infuse with the almond milk. Okay, so now you can see it's come to a simmer. I'm going to cover this now. I'm going to use a plate, but you can use cling film. Remove it from the heat and let it sit for a good 30 to 45 minutes. While the almond milk and the rosemary is infusing, we will start preparing the oranges, and I'll show you how we will candy the skin. So make beautiful caramelized orange skin using this, and we will also take the segments out and use some of the juice. So guys, we will prepare the oranges. So I have some beautiful Spanish oranges here. Being in Tenerife, they're amazing. So first of all, take the top off, remove the bottom, and then you want to follow the outline of the orange, so follow it around the best you can. A sharp knife is good. If you want to use a smaller knife, then go ahead and use one. But I will just use, and the idea is that you follow the knife around, try and remove as much of that pith as possible, the white bit. Then once you've got to this stage, just go around the outside, trim up any bits that you've missed, like I've missed a few bits here. A really sharp knife makes this job a lot easier. Okay, so when you have your orange and you've removed as much pith as you can, you'll take your knife, and then in between each layer of pith is the segment. So you want to take your knife and go in on either side and release the segment, like so. So once you've removed all the segments, give the orange a good squeeze to get out all that extra juice. This is what you're left with, a beautiful bowl of orange segments with some fresh orange juice. These to one side, and we will get on with the candied orange skin. Orange skin like so, and you want to run your knife on the inside and remove the pith like this. Again, a really sharp knife makes this easier. Remove as much as possible. A little bit left is no problem at all, because we will boil this anyway to remove all the bitterness. As it's come to a boil, we'll just remove the skin from the water. So now we'll repeat the process again guys. Cold water, in with the orange peel, bring this to the boil, let it boil for a minute, and then we'll strain it again and repeat it for another 4 times. Okay, so I've just done my last boil with the orange skins. So now I will make a syrup with the sugar and a bit of water. Reduce the syrup down so it's nice, not too sticky, but enough so it sticks to the orange. We'll add the orange peel back in, and then we will let it sit and infuse, and the orange will take on this lovely colour, beautiful flavours, and this will be ready for the garnish. Here I have my sugar and a little bit of water. I've just brought this down to a caramel, and now I'm going to add the orange juice from what we removed from peeling the oranges earlier to make a little syrup. Bring this back to the boil. So now basically we have a stock syrup, like an orange flavoured stock syrup. Once it's come to the boil, remove it off the heat and add back into the orange peel. Now we will allow this to cool, leave on the side, and allow all the flavours to infuse. Next job is to toast our almonds. So in a tray, I'm using skin on almonds. You can use peeled almonds up to you. I think it gives a really nice flavour. So we're going to put these straight in the oven as they are. 190 for about 5 or 6 minutes until they start going lovely golden brown. Just remove my nuts from the oven. I'm going to give them a nice little chop, little rough chop. So the nuts will warm up the oil and the rosemary. So give it a little mix. We have almost all of our garnishes ready. So we have our candied peel, we have our orange segments, and we have our nut garnish. So now we can concentrate on the main element, which is the rice. Okay, so into a hot pan, we will add our rice. And what we will do, we are going to toast this under a high heat. And this will improve the flavour of the rice and give it a lovely nutty flavour. Now we will add some water. And now we will boil all the water off and cook it down to rice again. So this will par cook the rice, and then we will add the infused almond milk after. It will cook for a good 10 minutes. So now you can see that pretty much all the water has evaporated from the rice. So we will add the rosemary infused almond milk. So we'll strain off the rosemary from the milk and add it to the rice. And now we will cook this till the rice is lovely and tender and cooked through. Now you can see my rice pudding is lovely and creamy. It's reduced, so it's starting to stiffen up. So now we will add our honey, or you could use maple syrup at this time, and you would obviously make it completely vegan if that's how you want to go. So I'm using honey. Give this a lovely stir. We'll just cook this out for another 5 minutes. Okay guys, so mine is ready. I think I'm ready to plate up. So now we will proceed to plate up this beautiful rice pudding. So in a bowl or on a plate, however you want to do it. Just lay a beautiful, creamy rice pudding. Next we will add our orange segments. Just 3 or 4. We'll add our toasted nuts with the finely chopped rosemary. Last but not least, our beautiful candied orange peel. There we have it guys. Here's my rosemary and almond rice pudding with orange toasted almonds and candied orange peel. So now I'll try this recipe and let you know how we did. Guys, so this is the finished product. This is my rosemary and almond rice pudding. It looks great, it smells fantastic. It's a really simple recipe, and I can already tell the flavors are going to be amazing. So let's dig in. This recipe, it's so good. It's perfect. So what I love about it is that the rice pudding, or how I've served it, is warm. And you've got like the lovely cold bits of orange in there, which is really fresh, like a burst of freshness in your mouth. And then of course the toasted almonds gives that another texture, something to crunch on, and works really well. And then the candy peel is another layer of like a bit of sweetness, a bit of chew, and then all the way harmonizing in the background is a beautiful flavor of rosemary. It's really light, you know, like, because I've not used cream. It's almost vegan up until the point I used honey, but if you could swap this for a maple syrup or a different sweetener, it's really good. It's a great dish. I hope you like this video guys. If you have any requests, please put them down below in the comments, and please hit that subscribe button. Thanks very much guys, see you next time.